Hey, yeah, what's going on, my babies? So today I want to talk to you guys about something that's kind of important that I kind of forgot to talk about a long time ago. So I want to talk to you guys about the type of questions that you should be asking a recruiter when you first call to get hired on. A lot of my followers are brand spanking new, so I actually wrote down a list because I don't want to forget. So one of the first things you're going to do when you call or before you call is write the shit down so you don't forget it, okay? Because you will forget it. You're going to get on the phone with a recruiter and you're going to be like, I know I had this one question and I can't remember what it was. But I mean, I'm going to ask you next time we talk. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be like that. Like, you want to be on air, honey. Question after question. Okay, so I'm just saying, I don't know if y'all noticed my little blowout, you know, but I got a little blowout going on today. So anyway, let me stop playing and get down to the point. So this is actually for company drivers. My next video I'm going to do on operators. But this video is just for company drivers, and I'm going to give you also terminology if you don't know what some of these trucking terms are. You know what I mean? So here we go. One of the first questions you want to ask, and this, by the way, this is in no particular order. Not most important to least important. It's just all over the place. Okay, so all right. Anyway, one of the first questions you want to ask is, what is your starting cents per mile? Like, what am I gonna get paid when I come over there? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of important, right? You want to know what you're gonna be getting paid. Another thing you want to ask is, what is the average driver weekly miles? Like, what are the other drivers that's currently working for that company? What are their average miles that they're getting per week? Is it 2,200, 2,500? Are they getting up to 3,000? You know what I'm saying? What are the other drivers averaging as far as the miles that they are running? You know, what are they averaging? Question number 3 is, do you have a terminal close to whatever city you live in? Ask them if they have a terminal anywhere near there. That's not just really important for some people. It's important for people like me who live in my truck, and when I go home, like I gotta park my car at the terminal. You know what I mean? So if they have a terminal in the city that I live in, well, where I park my truck at, should I say? Anyway, it's important. It's important for people like me. So it might be important for you. You know, who knows? You might not give a fuck at all. So anyway, yeah, do you have a terminal near where I live at, near my residence? What types of bonuses do you offer? Like, some people have bonuses for retention, and retention just means like you staying with the company. You know what I mean? The longer you stay with them, they give you money for sticking around, basically. And some people have fuel bonuses, sign-on bonuses, referral bonuses. Like, they have all kinds of different bonuses. So ask them about the bonuses. You know what I'm saying? You might get some. Home time. You want to ask them about the home time. If you're going to be OTR, most places require, it depends on what company you go to and all this and all that, but most people require you to be out at least 2 to 3 weeks, most people. And you know, find out, you know what I mean? So this kind of goes hand in hand with the next question that I'm about to say, is, do you have any dedicated routes? You know, dedicated routes, or when you either go from dedicated, okay, they got dedicated customers, and then they have dedicated routes. A dedicated customer is like if you working for, like if you are dedicated to Walmart or, you know, Target or something like that. That's a dedicated customer. It could be 2 things. Either you could be just going to Targets all over the United States, or you could be going to Targets within a like 4-state little minimum or whatever like that. Or maximum, or 4 states, you know what I mean? And or you could be just going from, you know, Bob's hardware store to freaking JCPenney back and forth. So I mean, dedicated could mean either dedicated route or dedicated customer. And you could be local, or you could be OTR and still be dedicated. So ask them about the dedicated accounts. Most dedicated allows you to be home every week and stuff like that. I don't suggest being home every week, but I mean, if you're making good money and you could swing that, then by all means, boo-boo, go home and have a regular life like regular folks. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, ask them what type of routes do they have. This is something mainly for the people who are just starting and you are leaving up, like, if you went to a school, like a truck driving school, and then, you know, went to a company? Do you have tuition reimbursement? Tuition reimbursement is when they will reimburse you, like they'll give you like $100 or something like that a week, so that you could pay back the loan for you know, going to your school or whatever. So that's what, you know, tuition, it's pretty much what it sounds like, tuition reimbursement. They reimbursing you. So not a lot of companies offer that, but a few of them do. So if you are straight out of, you know, CDL school or whatever like that, whatever company you go to, find out if they have tuition reimbursement. Good thing to have. This next one is my personal favorite, but some of y'all may not care, some of y'all may not. Wait, I just said that. Oh, okay. Some of y'all may care and some of y'all may not care. Okay, but this is important to me. Ask them, when you're on the phone with a recruiter, ask them what are their trucks equipped with. And when I say equipped with, I mean this. Do the trucks have inverters, refrigerators, APUs? Those things are important. The APU, I mean, if you're a company driver and you're not paying for your fuel, it don't matter. If they let you idle, then by all means, baby, idle. You don't need an APU. But I'm going to go ahead and break down the terminology for those who don't know what all of those things are. Okay, everybody know what a refrigerator is. But as far as an inverter is like this, it's this piece of, it's like a device that allows you to plug up regular things like microwaves, refrigerators, curling irons, whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's connected to your batteries on your truck. So yeah, it's like it allows you to plug in regular outlet wall type things. So that's important if you know, if you like to cook on your truck like me. Like, baby, this morning I made me a beautiful breakfast, honey. And if I didn't have an inverter, I wouldn't have been able to do that. So, well, although they do sell those little propane, little powered little stovetop little thing. I ain't about to mess with that. I'm afraid. I'm afraid my truck gonna catch on fire. I'm afraid. I'm clumsy. I can see me dropping some shit, everything catch on fire, I die, nobody knows it, you know, and then I'm just dead, you know. So I rather not mess with that propane stuff. But yeah, that's what an inverter is. It allows you to plug up regular household items. An APU is something that allows you to turn the truck off but still have cold or hot air, you know, running in the truck, so that you're not cold or hot during the winter or summer. So that's what the APU is. But like I said, if your company lets you idle your trucks, that's another question to ask. Can we idle our trucks? If not, is there APUs on the truck? So, you know, I feel like y'all can't see my hair, but that's all right. We're gonna keep going. So, what are your hiring requirements? You know, some people have like, you know, how old is my misdemeanor, my felony, my reckless driving? How old does this or that have to be in order for you to hire me? But not just little things like that, but just other things that, just ask them what their hiring requirements are. You know what I mean? You may not even qualify to work for these people. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably should be one of the first ones you ask them, because, yeah, who cares about all these other questions if you're not even eligible to work for these people? So ask them about their hiring requirements and if you meet those requirements, you know. Last but not least, go ahead and close my little book up now. Last but not least, ask them about detention and layover. Let me explain what that is. Detention is when you are at a customer, whether it's the shipper or the receiver, you receive detention pay for being detained. So if you are there and your appointment is at 1 o'clock and you get there at, you know, 12:30, so you early, you good. You get there at 12:30 and they don't get you unloaded until 5 o'clock in the evening, but your appointment time was at 1. You should be able to get detention pay for those hours that you said, because that is time that you could have been driving and you wasn't driving because you was detained at the shipper or the receiver. So ask them, that's detention pay. Layover pay is when you are, you know, like let's just say you delivered your load, you good to go, and they don't have a load for you. They don't have a load for you until like 2 days later or something like that. That's not your fault that they didn't have a load available for you. So it's so basically the biggest difference is like layover pay is when you get paid because it's like your company's fault that you couldn't get a load. You know what I mean? Or not really their fault, but I mean, it ain't really like nobody's fault or whatever. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. Like, that's what layover pay is, if you cannot get a load. Or like maybe something happened to the truck or something like that, and it's in a shop, you could get layover pay. And some people may call it something different. Some people may call it breakdown pay or something like that. Like if you go to Martin Transportation, they call it, like, they have layover pay and they have breakdown pay, so it's like totally different. But most people just call it layover pay. So just wanted to break down some of those things, some of the little terminology and stuff like that. Also, this is something that a lot of people don't ask. I forgot about this one. No touch rate. It pretty much is what it sounds like. I don't want to touch the back of this trailer. Like, I am a truck driver. I'm not trying to. Some of these companies, you'll go on their website and they'll say something like, you know, we have 90% no touch rate. I need y'all to have 100% no touch rate. You ain't about to send me somewhere and I'm thinking that, okay, this is a good paying load, all right, I'm gonna take it. And then you get there, you drove all day, and then they tell you, oh, we want you to tailgate this these pallets or some shit like that, and you're like, oh, what's that? That don't sound too bad. You find out that you gotta push the pallets from the back of the trailer to the front of the trailer. So like, you're not technically unloading it, but you pushing it so that they could unload it. Like, still, that's a form of touching freight. So you don't want to, let me leave this thing alone. Anyway, you don't want to, I would say I don't want to touch freight. So ask them about the freight. Is it, you know, 80%, 100% no touch freight? What is the percentage of no touch freight? You know what I mean? And this is the last one. I don't really too much ask people about this because most of the time they pretty much understand that nobody likes to go to New York. You know, but go ahead and ask them about New York. Like, do you guys force? It says most of the time on the website it will say something along the lines of like no force NYC. So that just means they do not force you to go to New York City because they know that don't nobody like going there. You know what I mean? So yeah, ask them about that. Do y'all force drivers to go to NYC or no? You know what I mean? So like I said, I'm gonna reiterate. First thing you do is write down the questions. You could follow these questions that I just gave you, or you could tweak it and make your own questions, whatever fits your situation or whatever. But definitely make sure that whatever the questions you have, you ask. I mean, that's not what I was trying to say. I was trying to say, make sure you write them down. Write down your questions, because you're going to get on the phone recruiting, you're going to forget it. I promise you're going to forget it. So, now that this is over, as you can see, baby, I was trying not to have this little bright light all in my face. But since this video is basically over, I'm going to go ahead and open up my curtain. So, anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope you understand everything I said. And take heed, my brothers and sisters. Take heed, okay? All right, y'all. Be good. Be safe. Love y'all. Bye.